With breaking news that we've been talking to you about the last 3 hours, 5.8 magnitude earthquake that has rocked the entire East Coast.
This is a special edition of WAVY News 10 at 5:30, our continuing breaking coverage. It's the most powerful earthquake on the East Coast to strike in 67 years, and that is saying something. From South Carolina all the way up to the Canadian border. Stephanie Harris now in the newsroom with the latest information. Stephanie, what do you have for us?
Well, Tom and Alvita, it's interesting. It doesn't just depend on where you were, but maybe what you were doing and how you experienced this earthquake, or even if you experienced it at all. I was actually in Norfolk working on a story. We were driving on the highway, so we didn't feel it at all, but we quickly turned onto Colley Avenue and talked to a lot of folks who did experience it. Let's hear what they all had to say.
Yeah, I was just washing my hands in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I saw the mirror shaking, and I saw the string moving, and I was like, wow, that's weird. That's never happened before.
Renee Beck walked onto the Health Food Center's main floor to find her boss clinging to a counter, complaining of dizziness. Next door, Mike Robinson felt the same way.
At first I thought I was having a head rush. I thought I was going to pass out.
But he quickly realized what was happening.
The register started moving, and I looked at the walls, and there were pictures that were kind of rocking, and I thought we just had an earthquake.
He stayed put. Others couldn't get out fast enough.
It was a stronger shake of anything that I've ever felt, and so much so that I don't feel comfortable staying in this area right now.
We saw these folks lined up outside the Jones Institute at Eastern Virginia Medical School as we headed downtown.
What building do you work in?
Dominion Tower.
Security evacuated the 26-story high-rise where Robert Carter was working on the 10th floor.
It was a very weird feeling. It made me dizzy, kind of, and I was like leaving a voicemail, and I'm sure they could tell by the tone of my voice that I was like, I'm out of here.
He said hundreds got out quickly and calmly. They stood outside about half an hour, all the while thinking to themselves.
I was like, we don't have earthquakes in Virginia Beach. It's like somebody needs to tell someone we don't have earthquakes in Virginia Beach.
But obviously we have learned today, yes, we do have earthquakes in Virginia Beach, and people right now tonight are really just trying to wrap their heads around this whole event, and again, how and even if they experienced it. Tom and Alvita?
All right, the strongest on the East Coast since 1944 in Virginia. We have to go back 114 years to have an earthquake as we had today.
Well, you know